urination. Let's now look at how our urinary system works. The urine is produced in the kidneys, and the major waste product in urine is urea. But what is urea and where's it made? Well, urea is formed here in the liver from the breakdown of proteins not required by the body. Urea contains nitrogen and is poisonous. It must therefore be removed from the body. The urea is transported in the blood to the kidneys. Here it's removed and mixed with water and other substances removed from the blood to form urine. So how is the urea removed from the blood in the kidneys? Well, the most important structures in the kidneys are the nephrons. These are cleaning areas, and we've got about 1 million nephrons in each kidney.
The nephron is made up of 3 structures. Firstly, the renal capsule. The capsule is shaped like a wine glass, the central part of which holds a bundle of capillaries called the glomerulus. Secondly, the renal tubule. This narrow tubule has its inner end connected to the renal capsule and its outer end to the third structure, the collecting duct. This duct leads to the ureter.
Blood from the liver and the rest of the body, high in urea, reaches here, the glomerulus, where the narrow vessels create an area of relatively high pressure. This forces a lot of the fluid part of the blood through the walls of the glomerular capillaries and into the space inside the renal capsule. The fluid that passes through contains useful substances such as glucose, water and salts, as well as harmful urea. But the blood cells and proteins are too large to pass through and remain in the capillary blood. So therefore, the blood is selectively filtered as it passes through the glomerulus.
The filtered fluid, or filtrate, trickles along the renal tubule, where much of the water, glucose and salts are reabsorbed, ensuring the blood maintains its correct composition. The toxic urea is left behind. The remaining fluid then trickles into the collecting ducts and finally into the ureters. Now called urine, it passes down the ureters and drips into the bladder.
Homeostasis is a necessary process because although our cells are very efficient, they're also very demanding. In order to function properly, cells require tissue fluids, nutrients and oxygen to be delivered and waste products to be removed. The concentration, temperature and pH of the fluid around the cells also needs to be kept within safe limits. The steady state of homeostasis is actually a little misleading. Conditions are not always constant, but they are maintained within a narrow margin. While the temperature and pH of the blood varies only slightly, the blood glucose level can fluctuate considerably throughout a normal day without any harmful effects. Homeostasis is the control and regulation of the environment within our body cells. And it's amazing to think that many of our major organs and body systems only exist because of this regulation.